All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold-out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Wilson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Ready. Come on, boy. 51. Hold it. Watch the slap. 51 to Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
4th down. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
58 to Mike. Hey, I'm coming. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 to Mike. Hey. Tighten up. Pull it together. 58, boys. 58.
Jackson now. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. A 1st carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes, he's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And that pickup will be good for a first down. Give him 10 yards exactly on the quick slant. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. A run for Nick Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
We're scoreless after 1. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
He's crashing. He's checking crack.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Go. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Check pass. 58.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Yeah. 58 is the Mike. Time to go, night.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A big play that time out of Chubb. 46 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some good, strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. This is Hunt. Powers through him. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run. So now a little soul-searching on fourth down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Mahomes takes it himself, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. Patrick Mahomes keeping it himself from a yard out, and the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team.
Nowhere to escape. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
At the 22-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback who's scrambling around actually takes off and runs downfield. And that's exactly what he did.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Trump. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I got one. 58's the Mike.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd down. This is Wilson. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too, because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Looking deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 74 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards, it's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Stay with your man. 51, Mike. Mike 51.
Now Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 22. 12 yards on the return that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Browns drive about to get started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Browns. 61 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Murray. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
At the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Another carry for Wilson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Get the flag. 58, right there. Stop your whining.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got Snead. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. There he goes, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 53 yards. And the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an outside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From midfield, here's Mahomes.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a... Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier.
Here we go.
Now they're out there again to try once more.
Yellow. Check 48.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Go. He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey. 58, right over there. Mike, 58, right there.
To throw again, Jackson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Jackson now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Jackson. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. To throw again. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson, and it is incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end.
They run. Chubb. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more.
52, Ravens 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Here's Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Throwing is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big pickup of 38. Jackson on first down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case. That play got bottled up.
Here's Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes, he's going to launch this thing. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
after the interception. Here's Jackson. Snead's got it. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
58, boys, 58. 58, Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. Gets this to his running back, Jeff Wilson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Tucker with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team
58,
again.
Boys, 58, 58, Mike. Set the tone, defense.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
58 to Mike.
Here's Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. Buying time to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. It's complete to Snead. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
At the 33-yard line. 58, boys, 58. 58, Mike. You ain't going nowhere. 58.
Now Jackson on 1st down, forced out to his left. He'll run it, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Marquise Brown. Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
58 for Mike, 58.
One last shot for Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them, because it's going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on